Let's be real. Tackling a major research project can feel like you're staring up at a giant, impossible mountain. But what if you could change that whole journey? Turn it from something stressful into a genuine success? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. How to find that smoother path forward.
So, is your research project feeling a little overwhelming? Maybe a lot overwhelming? If it is, trust me, you are not alone. Staring at that much work is super daunting, and it can feel really isolating. It's a completely normal feeling. Okay, so first things first, let's just acknowledge what we're dealing with here. A research project, it's not just another homework assignment. Nope, this is a whole different league of academic work, and it definitely comes with its own unique kinds of pressure. And hey, this isn't just us saying this. This should make you feel a little better. The source material itself calls it a significant task that needs intense, focused effort. So if it feels hard, that's because it is hard. That's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign you're doing exactly what's required. And, what happens when you pour that much intense effort into one single thing? Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed to get difficult and stressful at times. The goal isn't to make the stress disappear entirely. That's probably impossible. It's to manage it so it doesn't completely derail all your progress.
So where does a ton of that stress actually come from? Well, a lot of the time, it boils down to something we can call a communication bottleneck. You know that feeling of just hitting a brick wall when you're trying to figure it all out by yourself? That's it.
I mean, think about it. You hit a snag in your research, or maybe a concept just isn't clicking, or you're just not totally sure you're even on the right track. You've got a question, but there's no one around to ask. And that's when everything just grinds to a halt and the frustration starts to build. Yep, that is the bottleneck.
So really, you've got two paths your project can go down. On one side, you have the going it alone path. It's harder, it's way more stressful, and all your questions just kind of pile up. But on the other side, you've got the with support path. Here, your effort is guided, you get clear answers, and you get to avoid a whole lot of that difficulty. And here's the best part, you get to choose which path you're on. Okay, so how do you make sure you get on that better path? Well, it all comes down to one really important thing. You have to turn your mentor into your lifeline, and you do that through the power of good old-fashioned communication. This is the absolute core idea right here. Effective communication isn't about, sending one email every few weeks. No, it's about actively, intentionally building a direct connection to your support system. And the real secret? You got to establish that connection early in your program. And who exactly is this support system? Well, of course, there's your chair or your mentor. That's your number one point person. But don't forget about the other faculty. You've basically got a whole team of experts just waiting in your corner. Okay, this is so important to really let sink in. These people aren't just available to help. They are ready to help. It's literally their job to offer you guidance, and they totally expect you to ask for it. You are not bothering them, I promise. You're actually doing the process exactly the way it was designed to work.
All right, so we've talked about the problem, we've talked about the solution, now let's make this real. What can you actually do? Here is your action plan for this week to turn all these ideas into actual, real progress.
And honestly, it is as simple as these 4 steps. Step 1, reach out. Just keep building that relationship. 2, share your ideas. And hey, they don't have to be perfect. Just share them. 3, discuss what you found so far. And number 4, and this is the big one, ask the questions that are holding you back. And here's why this week, right now, is so critical. All this communication stuff you're doing, it's all leading up to a major deadline that's coming up fast. Your initial draft is due next week. Building that relationship today is what's going to help you submit a really strong draft tomorrow. So, I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Don't worry about writing a dozen perfect emails or having all the answers. Just focus on one simple thing. What is the one question you can ask your mentor this week that could potentially change your entire project? Find that question and go ask it.